Welcome back, everyone, to our ongoing exploration of the digital diaspora. This is our fifth deep dive in the series.
That's right.
And today, we're really zooming in, focusing specifically on promoting art right here in the UAE.
Yep, a really vibrant scene to unpack.
You've shared a ton of great info with us, and our mission today really is to pull out the key strategies, the opportunities for artists who want to, make their mark here.
Absolutely. Think of this as like your roadmap will cover, well, pretty much everything. Funding, major events for visibility. Networking, exactly, and some really tailored marketing tactics for the UAE.
Okay, great. Let's dive right in. Funding. Always the big one, isn't it? Where do artists even start looking?
It is. And the good news is the UAE actually has a surprisingly diverse range of grant options.
Okay.
It shows a real commitment, I think, not just throwing money at it, but fostering growth, building that cultural identity.
So where should we begin? Maybe something broad.
Let's start with the National Grant Program for Culture and Creativity. That's from the Ministry of Culture.
Right. And that covers UAE nationals across lots of fields.
Pretty much the whole spectrum. Visual arts, literature, music, film, performing arts, even video games and cultural heritage. It's about boosting growth and, promoting the UAE's voice. Foundational stuff.
Foundational, good word. Okay, what about more specific support? I saw notes on the 421 Arts Campus.
Ah, yes, 421. They've got some really targeted programs, like their artistic development program.
Okay, who's that for?
That's aimed at early to mid-career artists who are based here in the UAE.
And what does it offer? It's not just cash, is it?
No, and that's key. It's a 10,000 AED grant, which is great, but crucially, it includes mentorship and the chance for a solo exhibition.
Wow, that's huge.
It really is. The focus is squarely on developing new work and getting it seen. That combination is powerful.
Definitely. And they also support the thinking side of art, the research.
They do. Their artistic research grant. That's open to UAE-based artists and researchers. Okay. And the funding is significant, up to 75,000 AED for projects that really need deep research. It shows they value the intellectual work behind the art.
That's really good to see. Okay, shifting gears slightly over to Abu Dhabi, ADMAF, the Abu Dhabi Music and Arts Foundation. They have things for visual artists, too.
Oh, absolutely. Their Visual Arts Award is a big one. It's specifically for Emirati artists aged 18 to 35.
So focused on the younger generation.
Exactly. It's an AED 10,000 award for outstanding creativity. Applications open up in fall 2025, so keep an eye out.
Good tip. And ADMF doesn't just focus inward, right? They look internationally, too.
Very much so. Their international mobility support is, vital for artists wanting that global connection.
How does that work?
They offer grants anywhere from 5,000 up to 50,000 AED to help UAE artists participate in events overseas, fairs, biennials, residencies.
That kind of cultural exchange is so important.
It really is. It builds bridges, raises profiles, connects local talent to the world stage.
Okay. Now, something caught my eye involving the Louvre Abu Dhabi. Art here.
Yes. Art Here 2025. It's a collaboration with Richard Mille.
The watch brand. Interesting.
Yeah. It focuses on outdoor sculptures and installations, and it's open not just to GCC-based artists, but also artists from Japan, or those with a strong connection to the GCC.
Okay, so quite specific, but also cross-cultural.
Exactly. The deadline's actually coming up May 18th, 2025. So if you work in large-scale public art, that's one to jump on. It really speaks to the UAE's ambition in fostering that international dialogue.
Definitely. And what if an artist is looking for like a dedicated period to just create residency options?
Yep. Ras Al Khaimah Art has residency grants. Applications for those open early April 2025 with a June 1st deadline.
Residencies are invaluable, aren't they?
Totally. Dedicated time, space, new environment, connecting with the local scene. Great for growth.
Okay, back to Dubai for a sec. What about support for the galleries themselves, helping them get out there?
Dubai Culture has something for that, their International Art Fairs grant.
Okay. So that's for the galleries, not individual artists.
Exactly. It helps Dubai-based galleries cover up to 50% of their stand costs at international fairs.
Which indirectly helps the artists they represent, of course.
Precisely. Strengthening the whole ecosystem. A rising tide lifts all boats,
Makes sense. And artists here aren't only limited to UAE-based grants, right? There are regional options.
Not at all. The Arab Fund for Arts and Culture, AFC, is a big one. They support various fields: visual arts, performing arts, writing, documentary film.
Deadlines for those.
Varying amounts and deadlines, but the main ones are often around early April, like April 4th, 2025, for several categories. So that's a key one to check regularly.
Good to know. Anything specific for filmmakers?
Sharjah Film Platform has a feature fund for UAE-based filmmakers. Deadline, end of May 2025.
Okay.
And then there are more niche things, like ICOM Dubai 2025 has participation grants for museum students and professionals from the region, Middle East, Africa, South Asia.
Right. And one more major award I saw mentioned.
Ah, yes. Sheikh Hamanal's Young Artist Award, very prestigious for emerging UAE artists.
Across different fields?
Yep. Fine art, photography, multimedia, design, and a pretty substantial prize pool, USD 110,000 total. A massive boost for artists starting out.
Wow. So clearly a lot of different funding avenues to explore.
Definitely diverse, supports artists at various stages and needs. It paints a picture of a genuinely supportive environment if you know where to look.
Okay, fantastic overview of funding. Now let's talk platforms. Where do artists actually show this work? The major art events and festivals.
Yeah, these are absolutely crucial. Visibility, networking, sales, just soaking up the energy. It's all there.
And the big one seems to be Art Dubai. It's hitting its 20th edition in April 2025.
It is a real cornerstone. Huge international presence, over 120 galleries from more than 60 cities.
But it keeps a regional focus, too.
Oh yeah, very strong on art from the Middle East and the global South, especially in sections like contemporary and Bawaba. Plus, they have modern and a growing digital section, too.
And it's more than just booths, right?
Definitely. Lots of talks, performances, workshops. It's a full-on Art Week experience at Medinat Jumeirah.
Happening around the same time, there's World Art Dubai. How's that different?
World Art Dubai has a slightly different vibe. It's really geared towards making art accessible, held at the World Trade Center.
Accessible how? Price point?
Price point variety. We're talking over 10,000 artworks, lots of emerging artists alongside established names, different styles, mediums. Great for discovering new talent and for people perhaps starting their collection.
Okay, 2 big Dubai events in April. Then later in the year, Abu Dhabi Art in November.
Yep, at Manarat Al Saadiyat. Abu Dhabi Art brings top local and international galleries, definitely focused on sales of high-quality work.
But it's not just a market.
No, they do curated exhibitions, commission new works, installations across the city. It aims for a broader cultural impact, an immersive experience beyond the fair itself.
Got it. Now, Sharjah Biennial. That has a serious international reputation, doesn't it?
It really does. Biennial 16 runs February to June 2025. The theme is To Carry.
Intriguing theme.
Yeah. Around 200 artists spread across 17 venues in Sharjah. It really digs into narratives from the global south, identity, ecology, politics, known for being quite conceptually driven, very rigorous curation.
Sounds intense, in a good way. Back in Dubai, there's also a broader art season.
Yes, Dubai Art Season runs January to April 2025. It's like an umbrella for, well, everything arts related happening across the city. Over 200 events listed.
Wow. Like what?
Exhibitions, workshops, performances, talks. It includes things like Al Marmoom, Film in the Desert early in the season, and the Al Quaz Arts Fest, which is always lively, really shows the city's creative pulse.
And for seeing local UAE talent specifically, in a unique setting.
Sikka Art and Design Festival is perfect for that, usually end of Jan, early Feb, in the Al Shindaga Historic District.
Oh, the heritage area, lovely.
Exactly, over 350 artworks usually, really highlighting Emirati and UAE-based artists. Exhibitions, installations, music, workshops. It has a great community feel, more intimate.
Nice. And Abu Dhabi has a big cultural festival, too, that includes art.
The Sheikh Zayed Festival. It runs for a long time, like November 2025 all the way to Feb 2026, out in Al Wathba.
What's the focus there?
It's a massive celebration of Emirati heritage overall, crafts, food, performances, international pavilions. But art is a significant component with dedicated exhibitions alongside everything else, a real cultural extravaganza.
Okay. And we mentioned art here at the Louvre Abu Dhabi earlier with the grant. There's an exhibition, too.
Yes, the exhibition component of Art Here 2025 with Richard Mille. That will showcase the sculptures and installations by the selected GCC and Japanese artists. Dates usually announced later, but it's another example of that cross-cultural dialogue happening at a top institution.
Fantastic. And it's not just about these big annual moments, is it? The gallery scene is active all year round.
Absolutely. That's the bedrock. There's always something happening. Just as examples, you might see shows like Michael Salesdorfer at Carbon 12, Mariam Hosseini at Green Art Gallery, Elias Saim at Lari Shabibi, Shilpa Gupta at Ishara Art Foundation, or Mino Hamid at Gulf Photo Plus.
So a constant stream of exhibition.
Exactly. It highlights the ongoing energy and diversity of the gallery scene across the Emirates. Plenty of opportunities to engage, whether you're an artist, collector, or just curious.
A wealth of platforms then. Okay, let's move on to connecting within this scene, networking, workshops, building that community. How vital is that here?
Oh, fundamental. Absolutely fundamental. You need to build relationships, find collaborators, hear about opportunities. You can't just exist in a vacuum.
So where do artists start? Are there specific networks or groups?
Yeah, there are some good places. For an easy entry point, there's the Dubai Artists Network on Facebook.
Just a public group?
Yep. Artists in Dubai in the UAE, sharing info, exhibitions, events, collaborations, asking questions. Very organic, very useful.
Okay. What about connecting with collectors?
The Art Circle is interesting. It's a non-profit network of international collectors and enthusiasts based here. They focus on promoting art and artists connected to the wider Manassa region. Started in 2018.
So a direct line to people who support and buy art.
Potentially, yes. It's about building those connections within that specific community.
And more established organizations for artists.
The Emirates Fine Arts Society. They've been around since 1980.
Wow, long history.
Yeah, nonprofit, branches across the UAE. They support UAE art professionals, organize shows, promote art education. A real pillar of the community.
Is there anywhere maybe more exclusive for networking?
The Arts Club Dubai could fit that bill. It's a private members club, very focused on creativity and culture.
So membership required.
Yes, but it offers a curated space for artists to connect with collectors, curators, thinkers through talks, tours, events.
Okay, now let's talk skill development, hands-on stuff. Tashkil Dubai comes up a lot.
Tashkil is fantastic, a dedicated art facility. They run workshops year-round, residencies, talks, exhibitions.
For all levels.
Yeah, supporting emerging and established artists really encourages experimentation, collaboration. It's a very active, supportive hub.
What about similar resources in Abu Dhabi?
Art Central Abu Dhabi is one place. Family-run, they sell supplies, but also offer lots of workshops and classes. And the Cultural Foundation Abu Dhabi is great. They host artist-guided open studio sessions.
Open studios, so artists can just work there.
Yeah, use equipped spaces, practice, experiment, and naturally you meet and network with other artists using the space.
That sounds brilliant. And another place, RFLCT Creative Arts Centers.
Yes, they offer guided workshops, too, for different ages. The focus is maybe more on self-discovery through art, but again, these group settings are always good for informal networking and finding your tribe, so to speak.
So beyond joining specific groups or taking workshops, what's the general advice for networking effectively here?
Be present. Go to gallery openings. Seriously, that's where everyone is. Curators, artists, collectors, gallery folks.
Don't be shy.
Exactly. Introduce yourself. Talk about your work. Be curious about others. Engage with online art communities, too. Try to connect with collectors whose taste aligns with your work. And definitely look into artist residencies. Tashkil, Warehouse 421, El Circle Residency. Those immersive experiences are gold for building deep connections.
It's about building real relationships over time, isn't it?
Precisely. Not just transactional encounters. Genuine connection.
Incredibly useful advice. Okay, let's pivot to the perhaps toughest part for many artists. Marketing, especially marketing tailored for the UAE.
Yeah, this is critical. It's not just about making great art. You need to get it seen, connect with an audience, build a sustainable practice. And today, that starts online.
A strong online presence is non-negotiable, basically.
Absolutely. Your foundation. That means a professional website portfolio.
What makes a good artist website?
High-quality images, obviously. An engaging, clear artist statement. It needs to be easy to navigate, look good, reflect your brand. Don't just dump everything on there. Curate your best 20, 30 pieces, maybe.
And tell your story.
Yes. A compelling About Me page. Let people connect with you. And consider a blog great for SEO. Sharing your process, showing expertise.
And potentially selling directly.
If that fits your model, yes. An integrated online store for originals or prints opens up a huge market.
Okay, website sorted, then social media. Huge, right? Which platforms?
For visual artists, Instagram is still king, but TikTok is increasingly important too. It's visual, it's immediate.
What's the key to using them well? Just posting pictures?
No, you need a strategy. What are your goals? Who are you trying to reach? Use business accounts for the analytics, see what works.
How do you grow your audience?
Encourage sharing, maybe run a contest. Cross-promote with other artists or complementary businesses. Track your results with those analytics tools. Be consistent scheduling tools can help there.
Should artists look at paid ads?
It's worth exploring. Facebook and Instagram ads can be highly targeted. You can reach specific demographics, interests. Might be a good investment to reach new collectors.
Okay, solid online plan. What about offline promotion? Is that still relevant?
Definitely still relevant, especially here. Personal connections matter. Consider throwing your own art shows.
Like renting a space.
Could be. Or group shows with other artists. Maybe even unconventional venues. Get creative. Make cool posters. Network like crazy at other exhibitions and fairs. Meet people, exchange cards, follow up.
Join organizations.
Yes, join artist organizations for networking, workshops, resources. Get involved locally, charity auctions, community projects, maybe teach a class. Visibility matters.
Now, you mentioned strategies specifically tailored for the UAE. This sounds interesting. What sort of things?
This is where understanding the local landscape helps. Think about strategic art donations, maybe.
Donating art. How does that work as marketing?
Placing work in high-traffic luxury spots, boutique hotels, exclusive clubs, or collaborating with museums or universities for exhibits. It builds credibility and gets eyes on your work. The right eyes.
Okay, strategic placement. What else?
Partnering with real estate developers, big here. For show homes, lobbies, maybe even custom art packages or limited edition prints for a new high-end development.
That's clever.
Yeah.
Tapping into that luxury market.
Exactly. Or consider hiring a PR agency that specializes in art. They have the contacts to get you featured in lifestyle magazines, newspapers, TV, key blogs.
What about creating your own media?
Definitely. Make short, engaging videos, micro-documentaries, artist diaries about your process, your story. Share them on Reels, YouTube Shorts. Pitch them to local streaming platforms. Always use English and Arabic subtitles.
Get yourself heard.
Yep. Appear on UAE-based podcasts, art, culture, even business ones. Reach niche audiences that way. Pitch your work or write articles for global art platforms, too, especially if it has regional relevance.
What about collaborations?
Curate art talks or masterclasses. Partner with other artists, curators, architects, design firms, luxury brands, even embassies. Broaden your reach. Establish yourself as a thought leader.
Any other really unique UAE angle ideas?
Maybe explore art-based loyalty or investment packages.
Yeah.
Collector memberships with perks, or NFT-backed physical art taps into that innovation aspect.
Interesting, mixing traditional and digital.
Right. Or do pop-ups, but collaborate with non-art brands, luxury fashion, cool restaurants, and high-traffic spots. Unexpected generates buzz. And finally, align with cultural initiatives or UAE national themes. Maybe collaborate with government-linked bodies. That adds serious credibility.
It really sounds like you need to understand the local culture and market.
You do. Consider cultural relevance in your work itself. Middle Eastern themes. A local lens on global issues. And remember the appreciation here for luxury and innovation. Can you blend creativity with opulence or cutting-edge techniques?
So for someone starting out in Dubai, what are the first marketing steps?
Leverage the art fairs, apply to World Art Dubai, for instance. Explore the galleries, especially in hubs like Al Circle Avenue. Don't be afraid to organize or join smaller pop-up events. Get your work out there.
It comes down to hustle, doesn't it?
It does. Persistence, adaptability, being willing to try different things, that's key to breaking into this dynamic scene.
Wow, okay. We have covered an incredible amount of ground today. Seriously.
We really have. From funding deep dives, navigating the event calendar, building those crucial networks, and getting into the nitty-gritty of marketing specifically for the UAE art scene.
Yeah, and the big takeaway for me really is just how vibrant and growing this scene is. There are just so many opportunities, it feels like, for artists to get seen, connect, and build something sustainable here.
Exactly. It's dynamic. And the key things to remember if you're an artist listening are build that strong online presence. It's your base. Actively network, engage with the community, don't hide away, and be creative and strategic with your marketing. Tailor it.
Absolutely. Now, we really want to hear from you. What parts of this deep dive resonated most? What strategies felt particularly relevant to promoting your art in the UAE?
Yeah, what questions do you still have? Maybe about a specific grant or a marketing idea.
Let us know in the comments below. Delve into the resources we mentioned. Share your own experiences and tips. Your input is so valuable, not just for us, but for the whole community listening.
Please do. That engagement really keeps these conversations going.
And of course, if you found this deep dive useful, please give us a like, subscribe so you don't miss future explorations, and share it with any other artists you know who might be navigating the UAE art world.
Definitely check out our previous deep dives in this Digital Diaspora series, too.
We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for joining us.